Hello and welcome everybody into the Dark Skies event, running for the next 5 days ahead of the Max finale this weekend, and it's all about Dynamax and Gmax a bit later on. We have just done our first Max battle of the day. It's a Latios that was on the home Max power spot, and it ain't a shiny one, and 2140. Now, the update, so this is what I was talking about a couple of weeks ago when these two got released. There's going to be another opportunity. That is today. Hopefully you're able to get a couple of them done over the course of Monday because they're gone. Each of the Dynamax Pokemon available and the Gmax Pokemon available over the next 7 days have a chance of getting the Max Finale Dark Skies background, which looks fantastic. It's actually featured in-game on the overworld for the next 7 days, which is really cool. But we've also got the Go Pass for the Max Finale. We've got Eternitus that comes at rank 60. I'm going to put a screenshot or a screen recording somewhere on the side. Shout out to JT Valor, our good pal who was basically lodging with us. He got the hundo. The people who went to Anaheim Worlds got a special bonus encounter. He got the XXL hundo from that research, which is frankly insane. But we now know how much XL and candy it's going to take to power up to level 50, and it is 8,900 candy and 8,900 XL candy, which is kind of obscene. You're going to need what is showcased here, which I got earlier this morning, is the Deluxe Go Pass for the Max Finale, because it unlocks an increased shiny Pokemon chance on the DMax battles, which is good. But if we scroll all the way down here past the Eternatus encounter, which for some reason now is showing the Eternamax version, you get 445 candy rather than 25. And that goes all the way through, including the XL candy. Rather than getting 50 regular candy, you get 89 XL. So the deluxe version, I think, gives you a lot more bang for your buck. There's a few other good bits and pieces. We've of course got the return of Zacian and Zamazenta, which are now cycling in the raids every 30 minutes. And we've got the Crown Sword raid out on the Thursday and the Crown Shield raid out on the Friday, which is cool. There's supposed to be a boost of power spots, but honestly, I'm not actually seeing a huge increase, to be honest. Niantic and their expectations. We've got a few loose ends to tie up here, so I'm going to put a link and some codes on screen. If you use those, you can get this timed research that was gifted as part of the live streams through the Anaheim World Championships. I've got to claim a research breakthrough first, no matter. Let's claim this. Sinnoh and a Gibble that is not shiny and is 8 CP off the hundo. We do have a few Anaheim Pikachu still waiting there. That was our final quest that was win a raid we did last night. This, I think, should be another Pikachu, which is cool, and it's not a hundo, so never got the hundo of that one. And here, the Great League building team, you get a Squirtle. I chose the Squirtle pathway because, hey, it gives you that and a Stunfisk, and then finally an Inkay that's not golden, unfortunately. It would have been a nice one to pick up. I've also got to claim this with lovely Skarmory candy and an encounter with Skarmory. Now, we have completed the August Go Pass, so let's get this ticked off. It's our lucky trinket done and dusted, which is lovely to see. And we get our Moltres with the Delightful Days backdrop. It's not a shiny, a 1937. Obviously, you need 1980. Case in point, people with the DMax rotations, the birds are back in the rotations for Tuesday and Wednesday, as well as the Dynamax Toxtricity. That's the first time they're back since November. They're all going to have a chance of getting a background. Some of them are going to be useful. Some of them, they'll give you more points depending on the tier and the level of the max battle. So tier 4s and 5s and Gmax will give you 25 points, but a regular 1-star DMax battle is going to give you 10 points. It's 10 points to rank up. You can get 50 points per day for the next 5 days, and then it's unlimited points winning over the course of the weekend, like it is with pretty much every single event these days. So that's our Delightful Days Moltres, and it's pretty, as you can see, flat. What we will do is claim all these rewards and get a Wooloo that is not shiny in 291. I think it's like 302 for the hundo, isn't it? But I do want to hit a few DMax battles over the course of the day, but I'm not going to go crazy because it's a costly endeavor and we all know that one. So let me know your thoughts and feelings of this sort of lead-up event. Are you chasing the DMax battle backgrounds? Are you not bothered? I may hit a few Zacian Zamazenta as well because, hey, we like them. I know we're briefly covering it already, but that was the rotation for the DMax battles today. But tomorrow and Wednesday, you've got this whole selection. Kanto Birds, Drillbuzz back, Kralganol, Rookidee with its now shiny potential. The only one that can't be Dynamax, unfortunately. And then Thursday and Friday have their own rotations with the DMax Johto Beasts back in, Machop, Chansey, Squovet, and Phalanx. There's nothing new. The DMax system doesn't get anything new in it. We got ourselves a Latias taken down, which was one that refused to sparkle for us on its weekend. But we did, of course, get the hundo on our final remote thanks to Love over in Canada. Actually, you can go and check out that vlog if you'd like to. But it'd be nice to pick up the orange one. Boom! It is not orange in 1984. It's not the worst, but obviously we have a level 50 DMax hundo. Please, a first ball catch. Beautiful. What would be nice is to see that background today, just to show it off. no background. The whole thing of, oh, you have a chance of getting the background. It's cool, but I can completely understand why a lot of you guys out there just don't care, because it's too much. It's another roll of RNG. Are you going to get the shiny? Are you going to get a good one? Are you going to get the background on it? It's not worth it, really, in my view anyway. I like chasing the backgrounds personally just for the collector's sake of it, but for a chase, there's just too much and not enough time and not enough resources. But we do have some Go Pass bits and pieces to claim, which is fantastic, and we get ourselves Juan with a Dynamax Squovet that is not a Dynamax, so no sign of that shiny boost on DMax battles yet, and an encounter with a DMax Charmander. Oh, it's Dynamax. There we go. Just talk of the devil. And 410 from the research. So the Go Pass Deluxe, very much pulling through. In fact, we're going to use an Ultra Ball on it because it's yellow. That's my first Dynamax Charmander. Very nice to have it added. Moan extensively and you'll get some stuff. Okay, 410. I don't know what the research or anything like that Hundo-wise is for Charmander, but this is pretty damn good. 12, 15, 15. That's not bad at all. It's another Latios. There was a pair of them over there, so we're going to see if it can be Dynamax. Obviously, we got the Dynamax on the previous weekend of it, but it'd be nice to get a spare. Maybe try with the background. 2134. Nice. First ball catch. They're being a lot more agreeable today. Come on. No background still. Even things like a Squirtle are kind of fair game today, just for the chance of the background. I don't recommend doing this. To be honest, it's a waste of max particles. But it's not a Dynamax, and 513 I don't think is terribly good. Thank you, by the way, Nexton, for the second invite, and someone else invited us. I think it was Hanny Mew, actually. I'm not remoting for max battles, I've got to be honest. I don't think it's worth it. Costs a lot. 2 resources rather than just 1. No background for me. Another Latias taken down. Good job of going around with 3. So definitely always going to be somebody jumping in to fill up the 4th slot. It is not shiny. It appears that the Gmax is rotating every 3 hours, which I don't think is frequently enough, to be honest. The raids are rotating every 30 minutes. That's good rotation, but then this focus for the event is not on raids, it's on Dynamax. Oh, it does have a background. Oh, yes, there we go. So that is the background Latias there. And I think the Dark Skies thing looks absolutely fantastic. Trying to get one on every single Pokemon is basically impossible. There you go, people. We can actually show it off. That's the background there. We have one. You also get 30 remotes per day leading up to the weekend. And then for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it goes to unlimited, of course. But what I'm possibly going to put my remotes into is the Zacian Zamazenta. Thanks to Thackley79 for the Zamazenta invite, because... Oh my god. One battle, we got the shiny. Dude, thank you very much. There's only 8 CP off the Hundo. I was like, no freaking way. Okay, let's pineapple that. I was going to say, we obviously got the Shundo of the Zacian from TRDF over in New Jersey for that Go Fest. We were chasing the Zamazenta Shundo through trades and battles and everything over the course of Go Fest. Couldn't get it, got 96s and 98s, all really, really good stuff. Critical catch on that one. I think this is the Goku bad from memory. So, hey dude, thank you very much indeed. Jeez! All the way from Great Yarmouth. I think I'm remembering the name correctly from the dregs of my memory banks. A Goku Badge Shanty 8. That is ridiculous. And that's our first raid of these legendaries this time round. Put 78 and then 98. And they're just confused with extra numbers. On the way back from doing some necessary shopping, got ourselves a Zacian in person. This one isn't shiny and is a bit more like the standard raid stuff. 2126. I think the raid bosses don't have a chance of getting this background. It's only the max Pokemon. Gonna have a crack at the Trubbish check. It ain't a shiny one, and 571. Then we had a 93 and it was like 62, wasn't it? So that's possibly quite good. Give me a Trubbish with a background. Trubbish with a background, please. It's not Trubbish with a background, but it's a Dynamax Hundo Trubbish. Let's go. Ah, if only that had the background, it would have been shiny. That would have been jokes. One of our very few into the collection. It gets a Gmax form later down the road, but that might be a long way away. The refresh has brought in a couple more Latias in the part, which is really good, considering that's the one we don't have the Dynamax of. And still don't have the Dynamax off, but it is very nice. I think they've made it easier to catch, and that might go for everything Dynamax-wise. This isn't a particularly good number, but it is an orange circle, which is a hell of a lot better than it was over the course of the Max Battle weekend that he experienced first time around. See, I didn't even hit an excellent, and it caught. That's why taking it easy first time around, and it's got a background. There we go. We got, I think, is that one of each, or we may have 2 Latias with the background? I mean, that's nearly the floor. No, we've got 2 Latias with the background. Okay, there's 1 for spare. That's really cool, but we've got Latias and then Latios over there. And I did somehow battle in Grey League. I need to win 3 times in Grey League. Considering my rank now, this is the highest rank I've ever had for like 2 years. I'm rank 16 without even trying. One more Latias. Good to say that Pokemon Go Hub, I'll have it linked in the pinned comments below, have posted their Eternamax Eternatus battle guide. It's not shiny in 1930. How glorious. It's a third background Latias. Okay. But it's almost exactly the same IV as the last one. This is 10, 11, 11. The other one was 11, 11, 10. If you can't be bothered to watch this bit of the video, it's entirely fair enough. But how to beat Eternamax Eternatus. It is a poison dragon type. So poison's the primary typing, then a dragon. It's got 4 weaknesses: ice, dragon, psychic, and ground. And it's going to cost you 800 max particles, of course. It's going to take quite a bit of time to battle this one. It's a tier 6 max battle boss, of course, just like G-Maxes and everything like that. Now, this is their recommended team. Obviously, we should all have a Blissey at this point, being the prime tank, but it's put it in as a healer slot here. The Zamazenta is very defense heavy and kind of tanky, so that's why that's in there. But hysterically, they're saying Eternatus obviously is the most powerful dragon type. It's insanely good, but you can't get it until you reach rank 60 of your Go Max Finale pass, which means you have to battle this to get it anyway. Scroll on down. Latios is going to be the best attacking option for this, with the dragon moveset, of course, but then you do move down to things like Metagross and Excadrill. Those two might be more readily available. Don't do what we've seen so many people doing in the max battles today, is people just chucking in Zacian and Zamazenta and winging it with those as not only attackers but defenders. They're very good defenders overall, but in terms of attacker, you must have the super effective typing to do the most damage. That's why we're running G-Max Gengar. You can use D-Max Gengar versus Latios and Latias. Kind of means you need to get your Latios in today, to be honest, so I hope you're able to get them done. If not, look at the next best options, Metagross and Excadrill. But there you go, defenders really. You've got Zacian in there as well as Metagross, and even Omastar's quite a new one, Corviknight and Blastoise. But this is your reward. So this is what you get. You don't get an Eternatus encounter like you would typically with every raid boss and every max battle we've ever done in the game. This is the first time you're defeating something and not getting an encounter, but you get 50,000 XP, 25,000 Stardust, and then between 70 to 140 candy and between 40 to 60 XL candy. So that's what you get for your 800 max particles. I'm going to say this now, my personal view on this, I hate that. I really hate that, to be honest. And I know the thing is Eternatus is a one-shot deal like a mythical or Zygarde as a legendary thing, keeping it special. But making you raid to get the resources and wasting max particles on it to not even get an encounter, I think is a new low, really, and I hope that this isn't a reoccurring theme for future events. I will say so far, the only Shiny Dynamax Pokemon we've seen all day between 3 of us playing is the Charmander that we got from the Premium Go Pass thingy. So this is a Latios, the one that we need to get the background for, because we've had 2 or 3 background Latias. It's not shiny. 2161. Actually, that's not too bad. 2178 is the hundo. I do have a 98% of this, so I'm very tempted to put that up to much more high level, because that can be used as an attacker versus Eternatus. Might actually put the team together, but I don't think I'm going to be out for terribly much longer doing DMax battles, because it bleeds the max particles dry. It's a background. Yes, it's a 93 background. Glorious. And yeah, I think the background, quality. Really good design. It's just, RNG. This should be nicknamed Pokemon Go RNG, honestly. And before we finish up, a big thanks as always to every single person who's on the rolling credits with the Patreon squad, who help make this channel a possibility and a continued possibility with the content and the travel for events and all that sort of stuff. It really wouldn't be a continued possibility without every person who's listed here on the rolling credits, past and present. Huge appreciation and a big thanks to each and every one of you for making this stick around, shall we say. We're going to wrap up this first day of the Dark Skies right here, and let me know your thoughts and feelings of it going forwards, because it can be conceived as a bit of a money pit event. I mean, there does seem to be boosted max particle collection, which is good, but I can't find any word of how much you can actually acquire per day. What I did want to do is offer a word of warning regarding Eternatus, and there may be a bit of a joke regarding its name and what they've done with the max finale. So, we talked about earlier how it takes 8,900 XL candy and regular candy, both resources, to max it to level 50. That doesn't include leveling up the max moves, all 3 of them, by 3 tiers, which thankfully Leak Duck has got this here, so it's insane overall the amount of candy and XL candy you're going to need. And what somebody has done, I can't find the post right now, but I'll try and find it before I finish posting this video. somebody's done the calculations that if you buy the premium track pass like I did, you get obviously a lot of candy and XL candy for Eternatus. Doing that will get you enough candy to power it up to level 38.5, so you can't even get it to level 40. In order to get it enough candy to get it to level 50, you need to battle 160 minimum, I think, minimum, or maybe an average, Eternatus battles when it comes in on the weekend, which is insane. That's 80 a day. That's going constantly, and don't forget they're 800 particles per battle as well. Eternatus is going to take an eternity, haha, to power up, and I think that might be the game plan here. So what I'm going to say is, unless you're like JT Valor and you pull in the XXL Hundo from your free encounter from Anaheim, by the way, the folks who went to Anaheim will only get that one, so they won't actually get one from the Go Pass in the Max Finale, having learned that. I'd honestly say 98 or Hundo for me. If it's a 96er, I'm less than inclined to put that amount of resources into one Pokemon. If it's like an 11, 11, 10 like Tony TM's was, what's the point? Like, honestly, I don't see why it is so obscenely difficult to power that sort of thing up. And given that it's going to be a 20-kilometer walking buddy for one candy, it's going to take you a hell of a long time to get that thing to level 50 if you want to do so, not including powering up the max moves as well. That, coupled with all of the Gmax cycling 1 per hour over the course of the weekend, coupled with the fact we've got an entire week of boosted DMax stuff, I really personally hope that they don't do this sort of event again. For me, this is just too much of a cash grab in terms of what you actually get. I mean, we went out, I already spent a little bit more than my daily particle collection, just even hitting a handful of Latios and Latias, no shiny, and we got 4 backgrounds for our trouble. And you're like, okay, that's fantastic. So if Niantic or the Pokemon Go team happen to see this video, rework it, make it a bit more reasonable, try and faff around with it, as a JT's favorite word. It's a bit scary, to be honest. Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments below now that you know what it's going to take you to work with Eternatus. And yeah, good luck on your Go Pass and everything. But that is going to wrap up day 1, as I said. So if you enjoy what you see here, please hit that subscribe button and stick around for more Pokemon Go content, because we will be back out. And if you're interested in more content, I highly recommend the videos on the screen right here. There's plenty more on the channel. If you want to have a look back at some of the Gmax battle guides, if you want to have a look back at the Gmax battle days, see what you can get yourself involved with over the course of the Max Finale. But I will say, until the next time, folks, do take care.